Imagine that you wake up someday in a house that is not yours. Meanwhile, everyone's acting as if everything was normal. And there's even someone who claims to be your husband. But you can barely remember you've been married for more than 50 years. Imagine you forget how to eat or even walk. My grandmother started suffering Alzheimer's 10 years ago. At first, we all thought it was just her age, and once that problem had a name, it didn't seem to matter anymore. My grandmother's brain was shutting down, and so was she. Like my grandmother, 46 million people suffer from Alzheimer's around the world. 46 million people whose memories and life are in a blackout. At the moment, there is no cure for Alzheimer's. All we have are ways to delay the progression of the disease. So, an early and accurate diagnosis is paramount. And the question is, how can information technologies help in this task? Well, currently doctors use lots of medical images like this to check which brain regions are shutting down and relate these patterns to the progression of the disease. But the procedure is long and requires an expert eye. However, we know that computers are really good at discovering patterns, even those that are invisible to the human eye. In my thesis, we've developed mathematical and computational models to help us in this quest, following three major approaches. Firstly, they can automatically identify which brain regions are shutting down. Secondly, they can help us to analyze the texture of these regions. And finally, they can even unfold internal details as if they were a map. When applied to medical images, they can automatically identify these brain regions and relate them to the progression of the disease. Thanks to this, we can accurately predict the onset of Alzheimer's and therefore create alerts so that doctors can make an earlier diagnosis. They can also give us complementary information to help us to more fully understand not only Alzheimer's, but many other neurological diseases. We can even simulate brains that model the disease progression and that can be used to train the future professionals. We can't cure Alzheimer's yet, but with an earlier diagnosis, we can improve the life expectancy and the quality of life of millions of people around the world. And that's something they won't forget. Thank you very much.